Let me rip the bandage off right now. No one is coming to save you. Nobody, not your parents, not your friends, not your government, not some random miracle that falls out of the sky. You're not going to wake up one day and magically have the body, the money, the respect, or the life you dream about. You're not going to stumble into success while scrolling on your phone. You think the universe owes you something. It doesn't. It owes you nothing. You get what you take, not what you wish for. That's the brutal truth. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll stop being soft and start building the life you were meant to dominate. You keep waiting for the right moment, the perfect timing, the green light. Let me tell you what that is: weakness disguised as strategy. It's cowardice dressed up in patience. There's no right time. You either take action now or you stay exactly where you are, rotting in mediocrity. Every day you wait, someone hungrier, more aggressive, more obsessed, is snatching opportunities right from under your nose. You've convinced yourself you're preparing, but you're just hesitating. You're scared. And scared men get eaten alive in this world. Let me be even clearer. If your life sucks right now, it's your fault. That's not an insult. It's power, because if you caused it, you can change it. You can grab the wheel. You can decide today, this second, that you're done being soft, done being average, done making excuses, but most of you won't. Most of you are so addicted to your own story, your own pain, your own excuses, that you wear it like a badge. Oh, I didn't have support. Oh, my parents didn't teach me. Oh, the system's against me. Shut up. Winners don't care. The man who builds an empire out of nothing doesn't cry about his lack of resources. He builds anyway. He takes hits, he bleeds, but he builds. You don't need more time, more motivation, more advice. You need balls. You need to look in the mirror and ask yourself one question: am I a man or a victim? Because the world will treat you exactly how you present yourself. If you act like a victim, life will hand you pain, disrespect, and suffering. But if you move like a man, if you walk like you own the ground beneath your feet, if you speak like you're carved from steel, then life will eventually submit to your will. Right now, you probably wake up late. You check your phone first thing, you scroll, you waste time, you half-ass your workout if you even do it. You eat trash, you chase distractions, you chase pleasure. You run from responsibility. You fantasize about being rich while doing nothing to earn it. That's the life of a slave. You're chained by your own habits, your own softness, your own refusal to dominate yourself. Here's the law of reality. If you can't control yourself, you will be controlled by someone else. Weak men are ruled. Strong men rule. It's that simple. If you can't wake up early without snoozing 5 times, if you can't push yourself when nobody's watching, if you can't say no to comfort, then you're already owned. You're a pawn in someone else's game. Your boss, your government, your girlfriend, they all own pieces of you, and that should disgust you. That should keep you up at night. That should burn a hole in your soul until you fix it. You've been trained to wait. To ask for permission, to be polite, to be safe. But safe is where dreams go to die. Nothing great has ever come from playing it safe. The man who waits for permission will always be owned by the man who never needed it. You think those billionaires you admire waited? You think champions wait? No, they decide, they move, they act with ruthless intent, and they accept the consequences, win or lose. That's what power looks like. That's what dominance is. People say, what if I fail? So what? Fail hard. Fail big. At least then you'll know you had the guts to swing. What's worse? Failing or watching your entire life drift by while you sit on the sidelines like a little boy too scared to step into the arena. You're not fragile. You're not broken. You're just undisciplined, and discipline is built, not given. Every time you choose discomfort, every time you do what you don't want to do, every time you show up when it's hard, you're forging a weapon. And that weapon is you. Start by owning your mornings, get up before the sun, don't hit snooze, ever, take cold showers, train your body like your life depends on it, because it does, read real books. Feed your mind, cut the porn, cut the junk food, cut the useless apps and mind, numbing entertainment. Every single thing you consume is either sharpening you or dulling you. There is no in between. If it's not making you stronger, it's making you weaker. Stop talking, start moving, stop planning, start building, stop crying, start hunting. You think lions wait for motivation to eat. You think warriors only fight when they feel good. No, they fight because it's what they were made to do. You were built for war, you were made to rise, but you've let softness creep into your bones like poison. Rip it out. Kill the weak version of yourself, burn it. Mourn it if you have to, but bury it and never let it rise again. This world doesn't reward potential, it rewards proof. Show up every day, show up tired, show up angry, show up when you don't feel like it. That's how dominance is built. That's how warriors rise. Nobody gives a damn about your feelings. They care about your results. You want respect, earn it. You want wealth, build it. You want strength, suffer for it. Every great man you admire suffered more than you can imagine, and they still showed up. That's the standard. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. You need obsession. Get obsessed with growth. Get obsessed with excellence. Get obsessed with winning, because when you dominate yourself, your thoughts, your body, your habits, then the world becomes yours. It bends to your will, but it starts with a decision, a simple one. Right now, no more waiting, no more asking, no more permission. This is your life, your one shot. You either rise or you rot. You either conquer or you collapse. There is no neutral, and every second you wait, you're losing ground. Someone out there is hungrier than you. Someone out there is training while you're sleeping. Someone out there is getting what you dream about because they stopped dreaming and started doing. So decide you're done waiting. Decide you're done being average. Decide that from this moment forward, you will move through life like a man with fire in his eyes and blood on his hands. You will take what's yours. You will build what you want. You will crush every weakness in your path. You will dominate because no one's coming to save you, but you don't need them to. You're ready to save yourself. You've spent your whole life making excuses. It's easy, it's comfortable. It's a way to protect your fragile ego from the harsh truth that you're not where you want to be. It's a shield that lets you off the hook. And every time you say, I can't, I don't have time, it's too hard, or it's just not the right moment, you're reinforcing your weakness. Excuses are the perfect tool for weak men. They let you feel good about yourself without actually doing anything. They allow you to lie to yourself while the world passes you by. I know you've heard the words before. I know you've said them yourself. I'll try tomorrow. I'm just waiting for the right time. It's not my fault. It's a pattern. You've convinced yourself that these excuses are valid reasons. You tell yourself it's okay to wait, to hesitate, to put things off. But guess what? It's not okay, not now, not ever. You think those excuses are going to help you achieve your goals. They're just the chains that keep you stuck in the same miserable place year after year, wondering why your dreams feel so far out of reach. Let me tell you something, life doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't care if you didn't have the right opportunities, or if your parents didn't give you the best start. Life doesn't care if you're tired, or if you have doubts, or if you're afraid. Life only cares about results. It doesn't matter what you think is holding you back. All that matters is what you do with what you've got. Here's the cold truth. Everyone has problems. Everyone has obstacles. Everyone faces challenges. No one's life is perfect, but some people decide to rise above their challenges. They make a choice to stop complaining, to stop looking for excuses, and to start taking action. And those people are the ones who achieve greatness. They are the ones who refuse to be victims of their circumstances. They take ownership. They own their lives. And if you want to win, if you want to break free from the chains of mediocrity, you have to do the same. You keep telling yourself, I don't have time. That's the number one excuse. I get it. You're busy. You've got a million things on your plate. But you know what? You have the same 24 hours as the wealthiest man on earth. You have the same amount of time as the top athletes, the successful business owners, the world leaders. They don't have more time than you. What they have is discipline. They have focus. They know how to prioritize. And they know that time is a finite resource, so they don't waste it. Every second counts. Every minute is an opportunity to get closer to your goals. And every time you waste time on pointless distractions, on scrolling through your phone, on binge watching TV shows, or on getting lost in your own head, you're throwing that time away. If you really want to change your life, you need to stop wasting time. You need to take control of your day every single day. You need to own your mornings, wake up early, get out of bed without hitting the snooze button, get to work before the rest of the world is even awake. And stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Your time is the most valuable asset you have, and if you're not using it to build your future, then you're wasting it. Now let's talk about I don't have the right opportunities. This one's a classic. You sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity to show up on your doorstep. But let me ask you this, what makes you think opportunities are going to find you? Do you think the world owes you something? Do you think success is just going to fall into your lap because you want it bad enough? It doesn't work like that. Opportunities don't just come to you because you sit around hoping for them. You have to go out and take them. You have to create your own opportunities. You have to hustle, grind, and put yourself in positions where success can find you. And that doesn't happen by waiting. It happens by doing. The top players in every industry know this. They don't wait for permission. They don't sit around hoping for a break. They create their own breaks. They put themselves out there. They make themselves known. They take risks, and they fail a lot. But they don't stop. They don't give up. Every failure is just another lesson learned, another step forward, and you can do the same, but you have to be willing to step outside your comfort zone. You have to be willing to fail. Because if you're not failing, then you're not taking enough risks. And if you're not taking risks, then you're not living. It all comes down to one thing, ownership. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming the system. Stop blaming your circumstances. Your life is your responsibility. If you don't like where you are, it's because you've allowed yourself to stay there. You've let your excuses control you. You've let fear hold you back. But you don't have to live like that anymore. You have the power to change. You have the ability to take control. But it starts with one thing, taking responsibility for your own life. It's easy to blame others. It's easy to point fingers. It's easy to be a victim. But being a victim is for weak people, and you're not weak. You're a man. You were built to dominate. But to dominate, you have to stop making excuses. You have to stop telling yourself the lies that keep you stuck. You have to break free from your own mental prison. And that starts with taking ownership of your life. Every excuse you make is a reflection of your fear. It's a reflection of your comfort zone. It's your brain's way of trying to keep you safe, trying to protect you from failure. But the truth is, failure is necessary. If you're not failing, you're not pushing hard enough. You're not reaching high enough. You're not stretching yourself beyond your limits. And if you're not doing that, then what's the point? What's the point of living if you're not going all in? If you're not striving for something greater? If you're not fighting for your dreams, you think you can just sit around and wait for success to come to you. You think you can just wait for the right time. That's not how this works. Success is earned. It's earned with every decision you make, every action you take, every failure you endure. It's earned with every moment you choose to stop making excuses and start taking massive action. That's what separates winners from losers. Winners don't make excuses. Winners don't wait. Winners dominate. You can't afford to wait anymore. You can't afford to keep making excuses. Your life is ticking away second by second, and every moment you waste is a moment you'll never get back. You have one shot at this life, one chance to make it count. Don't waste it on excuses. Don't waste it on fear. Don't waste it on comfort. You are the only thing standing in your way, no one else. And until you take full responsibility for your life, you will always be stuck. But the moment you decide to stop making excuses, the moment you decide to take ownership of your life, everything changes. You start moving toward your goals. You start making progress. You start winning. But it all begins with one simple decision. Stop making excuses. You can't wait for things to happen because they never will. If you sit back and wait for the perfect moment, you're going to be waiting your whole life. The perfect moment doesn't exist. What you need is to create your own opportunities, and you do that through aggressive action. Let me break this down for you. Aggressive action means making bold moves, not sitting around hesitating, not worrying about making mistakes. You need to be ready to put yourself in uncomfortable positions. You need to be willing to fail, and to fail often, because failure is not something to fear. It's the price you pay for growth. If you aren't failing, you aren't doing enough. And if you're not doing enough, you're not getting closer to your goals. So what are you really doing? Every time you hesitate, every time you second, guess yourself, you lose valuable time. Time that could have been spent making progress. There are millions of people out there in the world who are less talented, less skilled, and less qualified than you. But they're winning because they understand the importance of speed and aggression. They don't wait for the right moment. They create the right moment. They take massive action even if it's imperfect, and that's why they rise above the noise. While you're overthinking your next move, they're making their next move. They don't care about being perfect, they care about doing, and doing is what brings success. Action gets results, and results, no matter how small, add up. Success isn't a giant leap that happens overnight, it's a series of small steps, day after day, taken aggressively, without hesitation. And that's why so many people fall behind. They wait for permission. They wait for someone else to tell them it's okay to take action. They ask for validation. They look for external approval. But your life is your responsibility. No one's coming to save you. You have to take ownership, and that starts with taking massive action. You need to start now, not tomorrow, not next week, not after you get everything perfectly aligned. Right now, let's talk about fear. Fear is what holds most people back. But here's the thing about fear, it's a lie. It's a feeling, a mental construct, and nothing more. It doesn't have any real power over you unless you allow it to. Fear only controls you if you let it. And most people, most weak men, let it control them. They sit paralyzed, waiting for the right time to take action, and because of that, they watch life pass them by. This is why fear is your enemy. Fear keeps you comfortable, keeps you in your safe little bubble where nothing changes. But nothing changes if you don't change. Imagine for a second that fear didn't exist. Imagine you could act without hesitation. What could you accomplish? The answer is anything you want, because you would be unstoppable. Fear would no longer have any power over you. Instead of shrinking from challenges, you would charge at them. And that's what aggressive action is. It's embracing the discomfort, it's welcoming the fear, it's moving forward despite it. Aggressive action is about creating momentum. Every single day you take a step, a big one, a bold one. And when you take that step, you create momentum. Momentum is your best friend because once it's built, it's hard to stop. That's why you need to act with urgency. You need to move so fast that you create a snowball effect. And that snowball, once it starts rolling, just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The more you act, the more results you'll get, and the more momentum you'll build. Momentum is the key to unstoppable success. But here's where most people mess up. They take one or two actions, and when things don't work out perfectly, they back off, they stop. They let fear creep back in, and they lose all their momentum. That's weak. That's failure. Winners know that results don't come from doing something one time and quitting when it gets hard. Results come from consistency and massive action. You have to be willing to fail over and over again. Each time you fail, you get a little better, you learn a little more, you refine your approach, and the next time you try, you're that much closer to success. That's how winning works. Every failure is just one step closer to success. So why do so many people hold back? It's because they're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of looking foolish. They're afraid of being criticized. But here's the harsh reality. People are going to criticize you no matter what. If you're succeeding, they'll hate. If you're failing, they'll talk about how you're failing, but they're not living your life. They're not doing the work. They're not making the moves. You are. So why the hell are you listening to them? Stop caring what other people think. Stop letting fear and judgment control your life. The only thing that matters is what you do, how you move, how you act, how relentlessly you pursue your goals. That's the measure of success. And to do that, you need to be willing to take risks. Life isn't about playing it safe. It's about going all in even when the outcome isn't certain. The higher the risk, the greater the reward. But you can't win if you don't play the game. And aggressive action is your ticket into the game. Now, when I talk about aggressive action, I don't mean recklessness. I'm not telling you to jump into things without thinking. What I mean is focus. Commitment, you make decisions with purpose, and you move forward with confidence. It's calculated aggression. It's knowing what you want, making a plan, and then attacking it with everything you've got. You don't hesitate, you don't waste time, you don't stop. You just go, and you go hard. Think about the world's most successful people, the Elon Musks, the Jeff Bezoses, the Kobe Bryants. Do you think they got to the top by being cautious? Do you think they got there by sitting around waiting for the right time? No, they took risks. They acted when no one else did. They worked harder than anyone else, and they did it relentlessly without apology. So stop waiting, stop wondering when the right time will come. Create the right time, go out there, make your move, and make it big. Aggressive action means never stopping. It means moving faster, pushing harder, and getting closer to your dreams every single day. There is no other way. Now ask yourself, what are you waiting for? This is it. This is the final push. If you've followed everything I've said so far, you're already in motion. You're already taking action. You've already rejected the excuses, rejected victimhood, and rejected the idea that success is something that happens someday. You know that success is something you create right now with every step you take, every decision you make, and every ounce of energy you put into dominating your life. But now we're going to finish strong, because there's one more thing you need to understand, and it's the most important thing of all. The reason you've been holding back, the reason you've been waiting for permission, the reason you've hesitated is because deep down you've been doubting yourself. You've been doubting whether you're truly capable. You've been letting the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, and the fear of rejection hold you back from going all in. But guess what? Those fears are nothing but illusions. You are capable of far more than you think. And the only way to unlock that potential is to step into your full power, to go beyond the limitations you've placed on yourself, to dominate your own mind and your own life. You have the power to do anything you want. Think about that for a second. Really think about it. Anything you want. There is nothing standing in your way except for your own mind, your own fears, your own doubts. And if you want to truly dominate your life, you need to make one simple decision. You have to stop listening to the noise. You need to stop listening to the people telling you that it's too risky, that you should play it safe, that you need to wait for the right moment. The only moment that matters is the one you're in right now. And that moment is yours for the taking. Now, let's break it down. If you want to dominate your life, you need to do one thing. You need to take full ownership. This means no more blaming anyone or anything for your circumstances. No more excuses, no more waiting for someone else's approval. You take full responsibility for every action, every decision, and every outcome in your life. If you succeed, it's because you made it happen. If you fail, it's because you didn't go hard enough, but you own it, and you keep moving. No more hesitation, no more holding back. You need to make the decision to commit to your goals, your success, and your future with every ounce of energy you've got. The difference between winners and losers is commitment. Winners commit fully, no matter what. Winners don't stop. They keep pushing, they keep attacking, and they keep climbing, and they win because they never give up. I want you to understand something very clearly. Success doesn't come from talent. It doesn't come from luck. It doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from doing. And doing is what separates the people who succeed from the people who stay stuck in mediocrity. Do you know what's holding most people back? It's their comfort zone. Comfort kills ambition. Comfort kills progress. Comfort is where dreams go to die, and that's why so many people live average lives. They're afraid to step out of their comfort zone. They're afraid of the hard work, the sacrifices, the pain, the uncertainty. But guess what? If you want to dominate, you've got to embrace discomfort. You've got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You've got to push yourself to do the things that others are too scared to do, because that's how winners are made. Think about the greats, the legends who built empires, the warriors who conquered nations, the athletes who broke records, the entrepreneurs who created billion-dollar companies. Do you think they got to the top by playing it safe? Do you think they got there by hesitating or waiting for someone to give them permission? Absolutely not. They got there by being relentless. They got there by taking bold risks, by stepping into the unknown, and by attacking their goals with everything they had. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to take action like your life depends on it, because it does. Every minute you waste is a minute you'll never get back. Every second you hesitate is a second that could have been spent getting closer to your goals. You need to understand the urgency of now. You need to understand that time is your most precious resource, and you can't afford to waste it. Every single day, every single hour, every single minute is an opportunity for you to take aggressive action and dominate your life. You see, most people don't act because they're too afraid of failure. They don't want to look foolish. They don't want to risk being rejected. But failure is a necessary step to success. The truth is, you're going to fail. It's inevitable. The only question is, how are you going to handle it? Winners fail, and they fail often. But the difference is, they don't stay down. They get back up. They learn from their failures. They adjust their approach, and they keep going, they dominate. This is your life. Your success is up to you. No one is going to do it for you. You have the power to create your own future, to take your life to the next level, and to make your dreams a reality. But it all starts with one simple decision: take action. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Dominate your life now. You are capable of greatness. You are capable of achieving everything you've ever dreamed of. But you have to make the decision to go after it, and you have to go after it with everything you've got. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's time. The time is now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and let life pass you by? Or are you going to take control and dominate your life? The choice is yours. But remember this: if you're not dominating, you're being dominated. And only you can decide which one you're going to be. Let's get one thing straight. This is your life. Your choices, your actions, your mindset, these are the things that will define your success or failure. No one else has the power to shape your future except for you. And if you're waiting for the perfect moment, for someone to give you permission, or for things to line up perfectly, you're wasting precious time. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success on a silver platter. Success is something you create. It's something you fight for. It's something you dominate. Stop waiting for external approval. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. Every day that you wait is a day you'll never get back. Every moment that you hesitate is a moment someone else is taking action, moving ahead, and building momentum. If you don't act now, you'll be left behind. You've been given everything you need to succeed. You have the strength, the power, the drive, and the ability to dominate your life. You just need to decide to stop holding back. You need to reject excuses, reject victimhood, and reject fear. You need to commit to taking massive, aggressive action, no matter how uncomfortable it gets. There's no magic secret to success. It's not about luck or waiting for the stars to align. It's about action, and action is the one thing you can control. It's the one thing that will get you from where you are to where you want to be. It's time to take full ownership of your life. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to stop asking for permission. The moment you stop waiting for approval and start taking action is the moment your life begins to change, and it starts today. You are capable of more than you realize. The person who can create success, break through barriers, and build the life of their dreams is you. The question is, are you ready to step up? Are you ready to dominate your life? Are you ready to take ownership of your future? Because if you are, the world is yours for the taking. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Dominate your life now.